Hello and welcome to another episode of Audio Scrawl. I'm Kang, and today I'll be talking about the ending of Bleach. The series was created by Tite Kubo, and after 15 years, it has finally come to an end. Personally, I did not like the ending all that much. Would have been better if there wasn't so many questions left unanswered. The final arc sets up a lot of new plots and characters. One, for example, is after the battle with Aizen. Ichigo kind of lost his powers. We start seeing his little sister Karen visiting Keisuke Urahara, and people were speculating that she might become the new substitute Shinigami, and that would have been pretty cool. But that doesn't go anywhere. It just gets dropped. It never gets brought up ever again, and that was kind of disappointing, to be honest. Another thing that gets brought up are the Squad Zero members. Soul Society's kings, his royal guards, and they do hint that they do have some sort of relationship between them and the Gotei 13 captains. They know each other, and people were kind of expecting to know a little bit more about their past, but that never gets brought up ever again. Also, it gets dropped, it goes nowhere. Really disappointing because I wanted to know more about these characters, and they get killed off really fast. Another really big disappointment, to me anyways, is that this being the final arc, the Quincy's was the main focus of this. They were the main bad guys. And you would think that Ishida would be one of the main components of this story. I was expecting towards the end there would be some sort of huge revelation about him that would change people's perspective of him. He might even be up on Yhwach's level towards the end, but nope, none of that happens. He kind of really has a small part in this arc. He has about a really small segment midway through when he leaves Ichigo and his friends, and then he has a small part at the end where he fights his pointless final battle, and it was pretty pointless too, because at the end the enemy just kind of let me heal your wounds because power of friendship. And it doesn't make any sense because he could have just left him, the enemy could have just sent Ishida on his way to fight, to help Ichigo and fight Yhwach anyway, so there's no point for that. Most of the battles in Bleach, this kind of sucks. I'm not gonna lie. There were so many wait, what moments that many of them, it feels like the creator didn't know what to do, didn't know how to finish the battle, so he just ended up writing Deus Ex Machina one after the other. Each captain's battle against one of Yhwach's four, his roller guards, or protective echelon, was them just taking turns explaining what their moves did until one person died. It was just the captains, this is what my move does. One of Yhwach's men, this is what my move does, and they go back and forth. This is what my Bankai does. This is what my second stage does, and it was pretty bad because it just happened that my Bankai was a perfect counter attack against your ability, or else I would have died. And then speaking of final battles, one of them got cut off completely. We have no idea what happened. The battle with the Knight Viking looking Quincy. He was fighting three captains. Was it Byakuya, Kenpachi, and the ice one? I don't remember his name off the top of my head. He was fighting three of them. They were winning. He came back, and then it cuts away, and it never comes back. So we don't know what happened with that fight. We don't know how they defeat him. It just kind of cuts away. Ending. They defeat him somehow. And comparing this to Naruto, which ended not too long ago, that ended pretty well. All the characters had an arc. We knew what their motivations were. We knew what they were going for, and we knew every character in the battlefield what they were doing, and it pretty much answered all those questions. Regardless if it was good or not, it answered them. This in Bleach, however. And it does feel like it was being rushed. Shonen had to yo, you gotta stop this. We're giving you a month to end this. I don't know if he was rushed or not. It definitely feels that way, but it ended pretty poorly, to be honest, on a flat note for me. And my final thoughts would be, if you were thinking about getting into Bleach again, or getting into Bleach now that the series has ended, I would not recommend the final arc. Pretty much just read up until the end of the Aizen arc, or if you really want to, the end of the Fullbringer arc, just because, you know, that's where he gets his powers back. But after that, just cut it, because that's kind of a good ending to stop at anyways. Alright, so that's pretty much my thoughts on the Bleach series that went out for 15 years. I can't believe I stuck with it for that long. But tell me what you guys think. If you guys liked it or if you guys didn't, let me know. Alright, thanks for listening.